How happy are you with others' success? And that's a big thing, because a lot of people a lot of people get caught up in comparison, which is actually very detrimental, especially in North America. It seems to be, the keep up with the Joneses. And that can be very dangerous, very, very, very dangerous mindset, right? We should want to feel happy for others and joy. If we're focused on, what others have, and we believe that takes away from our joy, that is detrimental, and that's not healthy, because it's taken away from what you can do in your capabilities. At the same time, right, you want to be your biggest cheerleader and your biggest fan. And it's funny because so many people think that they need these external versions of success, right? Like that's perceived. Oh, when I get whatever, fill in the blanks, more people will like me, more people admire me, more people, blah, 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 blah. And that's what they think. And that's actually the illusion of fame too, right? So when the whole world sees me and the whole world loves me, then, I'll feel better about myself. That's very inaccurate. And that's actually when it becomes dangerous. And why I see so many people that are famous with so many mental health issues is because they haven't worked out something internally, because it doesn't change and shift that. The worst part of success is trying to find someone who's happy for you. That's a quote by Bette Midler, very famous and very successful, right? You get to these, levels, and it's like, what? All of a sudden you're attracting more haters, right? That you see that there's so much that can come at you, that if your core is in imbalance, well, that can be an issue. Well, what brings back around to how happy are you with other people's success? So why would people want to be happy for you, but you can't be happy for other people? Well, that would be dangerous, right? You have to ask yourself honestly, be honest with yourself. How comfortable are you with other people's success? Does it change based on who those people are? Why? So start to observe that and understand that. And if get caught in the trap of comparison, where that comes from. So observing your thoughts and your actions. Why is it difficult to be happy for, this particular person? Why do I feel anger, rage, jealousy, in seeing this person's post with her, husband, and they look happy with their kids and right? Like, ugh, and you're sick of seeing all of these happy things and this happy romance and this happy family. Or, your other friend who's, traveling around and, like, yay, and looking at the pictures and everything else, and, this wonderful world. And you're like, oh, you should, you could be friends with them, and the thoughts really should be, wow, good for them, and I'm happy for them. But maybe it's not. It's like you're agitated, you're angry, you're starting to talk to your other friends. So who does so and so think she is, posting all this stuff, and why do I want to stop, whatever that is, right? First of all, you don't know somebody else's life. So I said, when it comes to comparison and everything, you never know, right? A lot of people are great at fronting something that's not even accurate. So that's the first thing. So a lot of times, don't even make the assumption that you know, because you don't. But also, let's pretend that person is living their best life. They are having these wonderful things. They do have the great relationship. They are, good for them. Why are you having a hard time saying good for them? Because there's something missing from you, right? Those are triggers for things you either want, you're feeling rejected by, like in your own life, you feel like you're stuck. Like, what is it? It's getting to the root of the why and working through that, right? And working through that. Do they have something that you feel you want? Do you feel that makes you feel less than? Why? Okay. And then also, this is the thing with the realities in life, is that we've all been given different cards, and you don't know somebody's circumstance. You don't know somebody else's life. I know I can say this, like, I'm a fantastic unconventional illusionist, right? I've been through traumas. I've done through so many things. I didn't present that to the world. right? I did for a limited time for a very specific reason, showing different sides of me to intentionally destroy myself to rebuild myself. I had to destroy my own reputation to rebuild myself because I always presented this girl to the world that wasn't a true reflection of what I was going through. And I said, you know what, I needed to do something different to find myself, to heal. And humiliate myself so that I could open myself up and take a different risk to do something unconventional, because I know what it's like to show the idea of what perfection is. And I went, that's not true to who I am and my authenticity. And I don't want others to actually believe or see that, because I know what that feels like. I know what it feels like to feel, like not good enough because I don't feel pretty enough. I don't feel smart enough. I had a lifetime of trauma and abuse, and people weren't seeing that, right? Like the more success I got, the more things I got, the more hate that came at me, the more I was hurting. And I was like, just trying to help people. I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, this is not the perception or the things I want to get. Like, it's like you wouldn't want to go through what I went through to get that version of success. So it's like saying, you don't know what people have gone through, and you don't know people's life. You know your life. So you're responsible for your life and making your life the best version of it to get to the next stages, the next thing. So when you're triggered by something you see and you can't be happy for somebody, you have to ask yourself a couple questions. Is it that a personal relationship that maybe you actually have an issue with that person, and maybe you should stop looking at their stuff and not have them in your life? And even if they're related to you, sometimes it's not healthy being around. Like, you have to actually cut people off that are family, or people that are false friends that aren't healthy for you. They might be triggering you, and it might be because they're not a good person. Like, some people do that on purpose too, and you have to realize that they're not good for you. So what's the reason? Or is it that they have something you want and you're not doing the work? You're not being honest with yourself and you're not doing the work. You say, oh, it's because I have whatever excuses, right? Maybe you have to evaluate those excuses, or maybe you have to let go of the expectations of having that thing in the first place. But you have to work through that. So when you have those feelings of jealousy and that trigger, why? Why can't you be happy for somebody else's success? Be honest. So your challenge, can you be brutally honest with yourself when it comes to other people's success? Just let me know in the comments below. Yes, I think I can. No, I know I'm struggling. Something I want to work on. Let me know.